The European Union is concerned about Prime Minister Boris Johnson's COVID-19 policy and fears he could scupper the bloc's recovery. An expert had told Express.co.uk. Boris Johnson's plans to lift COVID-19 restrictions on July 19 has been branded a danger to the rest of the world as the Delta variant spreads across the country. Gathering at a virtual summit on Friday, leading scientists and government advisors from all over the world warned that Britain was heading for disaster by removing most of its remaining restrictions on Monday. The event came as more than 1,200 scientists backed a letter to the Lancet Medical Journal, in which Mr. Johnson's plans were dubbed dangerous and premature. Christina Pagel, director of the Clinical Operational Research Unit of London's UCL, added, "Any mutation that can infect vaccinated people better has a big selection advantage and can spread. And because of our position as a global travel hub, any variant that becomes dominant in the UK will likely spread to the rest of the world. We saw it with Alpha, and I'm absolutely sure that we contributed to the rise of Delta through Europe and North America. The UK policy doesn't just affect us, it affects everybody. Everybody has a stake in what we do." Expert on European affairs Kevin Featherstone told Express.co.uk the EU is concerned about the UK's current approach and will not hesitate to blame Mr. Johnson if the bloc's recovery is affected. He said, "In the EU, they don't have the same vaccination rate as the UK, they are concerned about the Delta variant increasing rapidly in the UK. And they think Boris is a bit of a chancer. They think that he might become unstuck. In the UK, we feel at some stage you have to balance these interests and make a call for what is the best compromise." Mr. Featherstone, an academic at the London School of Economics, believes UK tourists could be blocked from entering some European countries. He also added Brussels may fume at Prime Minister Johnson for stupid risk-taking. He continued, "Either it works in the UK and this third wave is managed. The darker scenario is that it doesn't work. We have over 100,000 infections a day and the NHS doesn't cope. And from the European point of view the problem will be what to do with British tourists. Mediterranean states depend on our tourism. So we could then see pressure from Paris and Berlin together to say stop travelers from Britain whatever those in Madrid or Rome say. So we could easily have a political flare up in August on the basis that the UK's strategy of easing up hasn't worked. And there's a sense that British travelers must be stopped. We are going to see political conflict within the EU. But also between the EU and London. What the hell have you been doing? That's the stupidest risk-taking. There had previously been optimism in the EU over its recovery, for the past few months, the relaxation of pandemic restrictions and the growing ranks of the vaccinated have propelled the economy forward. The European Commission even upgraded its forecasts for the bloc recently. Guntram Wolff, director of Bruegel, a Brussels-based economic think tank, has warned the Delta variant poses a really big problem to Spain and other southern European nations. Mr. Wolff also warned that northern nations are still in a fragile situation. Last week, Dutch leader Mark Rutte was forced to apologize after he lifted restrictions too early. He said, "What we thought was possible turned out to be wrong in practice. We made a miscalculation, we are disappointed about it and we apologize."